Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. Well, we kind of expected this, but this started back in the spring of 2023. I had to re-record this because I forgot to turn the mic on. But today, now I'm recording this on the 24th of October, 2024. It is in the evening. It's going on 7:30 p.m. But basically, I'm not reading the whole thing this time. Los Angeles County District Attorney recommends resentencing for the Menendez brothers, and the question is whether they will go free or not. So the DA is totally for this, right? So I forgot to bring this up. There we go. Menendez was, they were convicted for murdering their parents in 1996. They spent 35 years in jail. Let's see. Lau is now 56. Eric is 53. Apparently, they helped inmates with disabilities and tried to head up helping people to deal with trauma. They went through rehabilitation and all this other stuff. And basically, they're trying to get the resentencing because they were sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now, the DA is trying to resentence the brothers to life in prison with the possibility of parole. If that happens, these two could be out on the street very, very soon. So, from here, I do want to dig into the cards and do a reading on this. Disclaimer notice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All information in this video is not based on fact. It is all alleged, based upon my intuition, my opinion, what I believe my tarot cards are telling me. I encourage each and every one of you to do your own research, form your own opinions. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. So I guess there are new allegations or new evidence that suggests that the brother's father SA'd them. And there was another woman that come forward that said that in the 1980s, Senior, or Pops, he did that to her as well. And I think that was part of what sparked, excuse me, I had to sneeze, what sparked this, okay? But I'm not intending this to be a long reading. I just kind of want to get some vibes and see where things may be going. But again, with me, you never know how long this reading's going to be. Okay. And hi, if you're new to my channel, I do bullshit a little bit. Shoot the breeze when I'm shuffling. It just helps me clear my own energy, just kind of gets my mind off of the shuffling, and the cards go where they're supposed to go. Every reader is different. Okay. I want to get an overall energy surrounding the brothers. I want to get the brothers' energy. What is the brothers' energy right now? Wow. Okay. The soulmates really make sense. They were brothers. And, I always say this. Soulmates are not limited to romantic partners. And it definitely feels as though Lyle and Eric were definitely not just brothers, they were soulmates. And they were in it together. They're in this together. Spirit guides. This makes me wonder if they may have a spirit guide or guardian angel or something looking out for them. And then we have, this is decision between two people, or what I would say are two different roads. And I would take that as the judge or the Supreme Court. And so it's almost like they're becoming spiritual. And I'm feeling like looking for some divine intervention. Watching and spying. That kind of energy is okay. They're watching for divine intervention. Neptune, spiritual. So now, and this watching could also be the whole world. Attention is on them at the moment, and they are trying to draw upon some kind of spiritual energy at the moment. It feels like that they are hopeful. Anything else from this deck? Nope. Okay. Nope, not those. I am looking for, I know what I want. I want my Magi method. I have decks on both sides of the room. I can't put them all over here, but my most common ones are here with this desk. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. So is this some kind of spiritual awakening or something like that with the Menendez brothers? I would like 2 more cards, please. One more try for one more card. Man. This man and this ruler, to me, are representing the judge. Okay. Now, and this is this diamond ring and the lovers. The lovers, to me, I think, is representing their parents. Okay. And the diamond ring is, this is not just like an engagement or representing marriage, though it could. In this case, this is some kind of contract. Okay. The Lover's card is a partnership, and there's a contract. Okay. And then we have the roadblock. This is making me feel like some kind. There could be some. Are they going to go free? We will see when I get into the predictions deck. But I'm almost feeling like the judge, the ruler made a decision. Okay. In the lovers, I'm seeing this more. Now I'm seeing this as the brothers. So the king or the ruler, the male ruler, which would have been the judge, that sentenced, we put this contract on them that they were there for life without parole, and the road forward was blocked. Now it's kind of making me think that this could be the new judge, kind of blocking their way from ever getting out. I'm kind of inclined to think, I'm just feeling this energy that I'm having my doubts that they are going to be set free. Okay. Let's ask the predictions deck about this hearing. How is the hearing going to go? How is this hearing going to go for the brothers? How is this hearing going to go in for the brothers? Is it going to be for or against them? Is this going to be for or against? I wonder if you can hear that. That's the big puppy chomping on her food. She's being a loud eater sometimes. Okay. How is this hearing going to go? Huh, interesting. Manipulate. That's a big clump of cards. Okay. Manipulating. There is imprisonment, detained, disaster, wreckage, urgent, act now, disappointing outcome, tornado winds, the greater good. Okay, this is kind of what I was feeling. Now, I haven't looked at any other readers that it may or may not be reading on this right now, so I don't know what they are saying. I am just reading my interpretation of the cards, what I think they're telling me, what I'm getting out of it, my downloads. But the raw message of this is pretty much trying to manipulate the system to get out of prison. However, everything is going to be reviewed, and there is some kind of action that is going to be taken that it is not in a good way with the disaster and wreckage. There's going to be a very disappointing outcome, and the winds are going to kick up. But despite the backlash, the judge feels it's for the better good of the people that they stay behind bars. That's what I'm getting. And I'll ask the cards one more time. This time, see if a similar energy comes out of, will the Menendez brothers ever walk free? Will they ever be released from prison? Will Lyle and Eric Menendez ever be released from prison? Will Lyle and Eric Menendez ever be released from prison? Will Lyle and Eric Menendez ever be released from prison? Okay. Wow. Tsunami, rising water, all for money. Mainstream news. Experiment or test. Commercial airline changes coming. The commercial airline is a plane. Plane represents travel. Experiment or test. Ew. All for money. A change is coming. I don't know if these cards relate or not. Let me just tell you what it feels like. This mainstream news. Oh. Okay. Feels like the mainstream news is testing public opinion here. How will the public react if their sentencing is changed, where they'll be able to one day be released and be able to come and go as they please in their free world? Because there's still something here. This whole mess, this whole tsunami, this whole tidal wave was all, the cards are saying it was over money. Let me just ask about this mainstream news, because I'm getting that mainstream is reporting in one way, that more as an experiment to see how the public would react. That's what I'm getting here. Now, I do know family and friends of Eric and Lyle are very supportive, and they are hoping for a favorable outcome in this. And I'm not sure if all those cards are related, because 3 of them fell out in the clump. But see if I could get some clear hoppers. Okay. Clarity. Returns to normal. Uprooted. Okay. I want clarity. Controlled puppet. It's like the narrative that the news media is putting out there, they are being controlled by a puppet master. And that thinking that everything's going to return to normal. God, this change is coming. Change is coming. And when this changes, everything's going to be returned to normal. This is kind of what the news media is reporting on. And it is controlled narrative. That experiment card is making me really think. Big city. LA is a big city. So that, change is coming to the big city. Military plane. Disaster wreckage. Uprooting. I think the judge is going to be really hesitant about releasing them, trying to kind of stick with the original ruling, the original sentencing. Because what I feel like is military plane reminds me, it could be military action, somebody in the military, or somebody with authority Reminds me of war and disaster and wreckage and everything being uprooted. Surrounding the big city and the public. Big city could be just the public. I'm getting this idea of, in the bigger picture, the judge knows what's going to happen. People uprooted, taken out. Oh. I'm still unsure if they're going to be released. I think the energy, my guides just aren't giving me a straight answer. They're giving me scenarios, is what's happening here. They're showing me it would be disastrous if these brothers were released. Plane, transportation. If they were released on parole. That's what that is. If they were released on parole, they're going to uproot themselves. They're going to be gone. They're not going to report to their parole officer. And remember, that last one is all about money. Let's just ask, do they have money hidden somewhere? Do the Menendez brothers have money hidden somewhere? And they've been buried or something for the past 35 years? Do the Menendez brothers have something hidden? Do they have money somewhere? Money stashed for the past 35 years? Is there money stashed? Oh yeah, there's definitely money stashed. Cornucopia. A lot of money. There's a lot of money. Incubus, succubus, straight razor. They have money, a lot of it, over the evil act that they did on their parents. Allegedly speaking, I am not looking into the dad in this reading. Did he really SA the boys and this other woman? But what I'm seeing here, you know, the straight razor is cutting something short. Very sudden action, right? Cutting something off. It represents accidents, and it could represent a weapon. Now, we know the weapon wasn't a sharp object. It was a pew-pew. Incubus, succubus is that it's an energy vampire. It does represent demonic things. And they're claiming that the boys were rehabilitated. If they are released, they are going to go uproot, dig up their cornucopia, their money, their stash, and they're going to be gone. There's still an evil around these two brothers. There's still an evil around them. Maybe that was from the energy of things that they dealt with growing up. I'm not seeing them rehabilitated. I see acting going on. We've got this disaster wreckage coming out a couple times. We've got the uproot. We've got planes coming out a couple times. Change. Controlled puppet. It's almost like the Menendez brothers are pulling someone's strings. They're like a puppet master. Tell me more about this pulling of strings. Acceptance, help, darkness outage. There's a dark energy around all the help, the assistance that they were giving others. They did that for a reason. It wasn't just for the goodness of their heart. You know, in the media, we hear them saying they had no hope. They thought they had no hope of ever getting out, but they still tried to help people. No. This was planned. All for the freaking money. I can't, again, the cornucopia, their money. Compromise. Compromised are harmful. In the future time, lies and deception. I'm telling you, these brothers are master manipulators. And I know there's a lot of people out there that feel that they got too harsh of a sentence for what they did because they were pushed to that point. I do not see that here. I see a lot of deception, a lot of lies around them. I see the darkness around help or assistance that they may have lended or given. And it's dark because I'm literally hearing selfish motives. And it's all about some kind of hidden money. They got money hidden away. And they were strategizing this they had a long time to strategize it. They're going to be sitting pretty. They're going to snag that money and they're going to run. Rehabilitated my ass. I don't buy it. This card, this incubus succubus, is very, very much practically hitting me in the face. Greed. And this is the whole motive for them offing their parents. They off their parents because of greed, because of money. And a lot of that money, people say they went through all that inheritance. No, they didn't. I'm thinking that there was cash stashed by the parents that was not accounted for. Yes, the Menendez brothers went through a hell of a lot of cash, but they stashed a hell of a lot too that they didn't touch. I'm almost thinking they figured they were eventually going to get caught. And that's just kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if there's anything in this deck or not. The Investigations Oracle. I will bring it out. I debated on whether I was going to use it at all or not. But let's take a look. Let's clean these ones up. I just don't want to get the decks mixed up. Okay. Let's just clean these up so I have a fresh table. And see if the Investigations deck has any kind of additional messages or information. Okay. Why is my video acting like that? I do not know. That is weird. I was just looking and it seems like the video is jumping a little bit. don't know if that's my computer or if that's the phone. No idea. Or the software. Okay. 23 minutes. Just gonna do my thing here. Even though I'm gonna let them pop out. Just want to get clear the energy. I do that by shuffling. Okay. Okay, anything else surrounding this thing about them being released? We've got home search or the house. The home, exposed secrets, heavy burden carried. Okay, this is telling me that there is some validity to the SA claims. The Emperor of the Father. I shit you not. I wasn't going to take this deck out. But this deck had messages. This is clearing some things up. You know, there are secrets exposed about the father in their home. And this is a burden that the boys had carried all this time. Now, about the money, I think that was a real motivator. But there are some claims to this. What else? Anything about the money? Is there anything about the money? These are in clumps. I'm not taking these. The ringmaster. Organized, staged, set up, framed. So, exposing secrets about the father and saying that they carried this burden for a long time. But they set this up, the ringmaster, they set this up in a way. I'm still getting this controlled narrative. I thought there was more to this. Put in a room or place suspicious activity. Okay. They were put in rooms. The father may have been the ringmaster. But suspicious activity in regards to... I was asking about the money. And let me keep that into perspective. I was asking about the money. Stage and set up. They set things up where they hid the money. Ringmaster, organized. They organized this whole plan. It's like, again, and in some kind of room somewhere, maybe in a home somewhere, that they hid this money. The room could also be a bank somewhere. I'm kind of getting foreign bank, to be honest. I'm just hearing a foreign bank that has been missed and the money sitting there waiting on them. But they did organize this about around the money. Suspicious activity put in a room. It's like, I don't know if there's any kind of digital evidence that would come up in regards to the money. I highly doubt it. How sophistication, it wasn't that sophisticated back then. But there might be something right now in recent times that they may have said something like transfer, like the planes, transportation, transferring money. Oh, okay, suspicious activity. Something was seen. This makes me think of someone witnessed something in regards to the money, transferring or going to a bank or something like that. Kind of think of this maybe the roadblock. Inside job taken out. Someone on the inside saw something that the brothers were doing, either like on a phone in the prison or on a computer in the prison. Somebody saw something. And I'm wondering if they're going to speak up, and that's what's going to be the roadblock that keeps them from getting out. Freedom. Somebody on the inside knows about a game plan about their freedom, chariot, vehicle, or moved. I said moving money. Somebody. Okay, so this is what it's saying. Somebody on the inside saw something go down. They were a witness to a digital transferring of funds. They saw something about moving money in the name of the boys anticipating getting their freedom. And once they get their freedom, they're going to be gone, I'm telling you. There is not going to be any of this reporting to a parole officer. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. What is this wrong direction? Am I going in the wrong direction, saying that they're going to leave? Missing, searching, hidden. Group involvement. It's a group effort. The wrong direction is somebody on the inside has information that wants their freedom also, and they're going to push somehow to be let free, or else they're going to spill the beans. It's all I'm getting almost like blackmail. But all this is a group effort. Group effort could also be the family. But there's some other people involved. It's just something I can't. Okay. And now I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to confuse the energy anymore. Wrong direction. If I a bunch of people involved. It's making me wonder, inside job, bunch of people involved in this to maybe validate the validate the brothers, stand up for the brothers. Because maybe they're going to be receiving payments, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's not blackmail, but more of a hush money, payoff. Help us pull this off and we'll take care of you. Anyhow, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to go ahead and drop the mic.